Hey, welcome back to Wildcat Guitars, and here's another favorite guitar in the shop video. Today we are doing the S2 line from PRS. Now the S2 line is their budget USA-made guitar line. It's made in Stevensville, Maryland, with the cores, with the private stocks, with the wood libraries, but it's usually a little more stripped down. You don't quite get always the same flame or figuring on the tops. It's usually a little more plain. Sometimes it's just a straight mahogany body, which, you know, if you know rock and roll, mahogany body, mahogany neck, that's just a tone machine. So this is one of our favorites, if not our favorite line in the whole shop, just when you talk about what you get, guitar for the money. This one's really underrated. So let's just jump on into the S2 line here. I'm gonna start down here with a beautiful McCarty 594. What I really love about this one is just the uniqueness of the charcoal top here. So it's charcoal burst, but you've just got these hints of like gray blue kind of coming through in the center here, which give it a really, really unique look. And I just really, really love that. Plus you got the really dark board with the white binding, you know, the white tuning buttons to the white plastic around the pickups. It's just a really smooth look, really cool, beautiful guitar, and this thing is just a rock and roll tone machine. So, moving on down the line here, this is a very similar guitar to what I just showed you, except no flame top. So this is gonna be a custom color S2 single cut. This one, I believe, is burnt orange metallic. That's what they called it, but it looks almost like the rose gold from, you know, on the Silver Skies. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of like a rose gold, a little more coppery than the rose gold. But it's just, you know, stripped down satin rock and roll tone machine. This thing. Color. Great color, yeah. I love, again, the way that the tuning buttons go with the binding, go with the pickups around the plastic around the pickups. It's just a really cool guitar. And I was taking pictures of it the other day, and this one's just been growing on me since I took pictures of it the other day. It's just really super cool. And then the next one I want to show you is the Vela. This is a unique to the S2 line. It's offset. Asymmetrical, you know, but it's got the cutaway, a different cutaway here, so not the typical offset guitar that you think of. Semi-hollow, so I love it. Perfect weight. These are really cool and unique pickups. You don't find these anywhere else in the PRS lineup, and also with the bridge. This is just a really, really cool guitar, really unique to PRS. And yeah, so now I'm going to turn it over to Mikki while I think about which one is my winner.
Yeah, I agree with Alex. This is my favorite line in all of what PRS does, top to bottom. I think that what you get in the S2 line, that professional quality instrument, any level of musician, local, national, whatever, could take any of these and tour for years and years, record for years and years. And the price point that they come in, I would say is now, it makes them very desirable considering what this guitar would go for from just about anybody else. So where to start? Probably here. I'm a huge fan of the standard series. I love the carve on the bodies. I really dig the pickguard design that they used. Just gives it this really cool kind of vintage vibe. I love the 24 version of this, and I'm going to show one. But the 22s, I like the 22 because I like the frets are opened up a little bit more. That access up high here is just fantastic. And I also think that with that little bit further spread on the pickups, there's a little bit broader range between your neck and bridge when you're choosing that selection versus the 24, where they're a little closer together. And this is I might argue that that's my favorite color in the S2 line, the Scarlet Burst. So that's one. Again, the Vela. I have one of these. I love it for the exact reasons that Alex talked about. I love offsets, obviously, so I really dig the kind of offset body. Ultra light. It's probably the lightest guitar that I own outside of a hollow body. F-hole for sure, color for sure. But this one, it's really about these pickups. Again, like Alex said, these pickups are unique to the Vela. They only come in this guitar. And of all of the guitars that I've played that are supposed to give you somewhat of a telly tone, this one gets the closest. No question about it. And then this aluminum bridge. This is a really super lightweight aluminum bridge with these saddles. There's a little route underneath the bridge, and saddles actually hook inside. So the resonance is off the charts, but it's a bridge that just doesn't add any weight to the guitar. So next up, it's green, right? I love the McCartys. I think that, to me, this is like the ultimate Les Paul option, right? To get the PAF style, the humbuckers, to get that classic type of wiring, three-way switch, except that McCartys give you the split, right, on the tone pots. This particular one, I mean, look at that body, that emerald green on the back. Beautiful one-piece mahogany. I mean, it just shimmers, too, when you move it. These are just killer. Love it.
I mean, that one's got some great figuring on the top.
It really does. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's got really nice. And I think that the lightness of the Ariza Verde Burst kind of brings that out. So.
Absolutely.
And then number 4, really for along the same reasons as the 22, the 24. It's basically the same guitar, just gives you those extra frets, right? Still, it's got a trim. I just love everything about this one, and I really dig the vintage white. That's probably the thing I love about it the most. So, but the winner, if it was just down to one, I got to go with the Vela. And I think maybe all other things aside, weight, offset, aesthetics, it's really about these pickups. When I plug this guitar in, there's no guitar that I have, and I think no guitar that I've owned, that gives me the tone that it does. And so that's, you know, if especially if you're a working musician in a bands, you're in and out of the studio, maybe you've got different styles of music to play. There's almost nothing that this one can't do. Kind of like the Fiore, when we were looking at the Bolt-On series. That's still maybe a little bit more versatile with the HSS, but what this gives you is just a killer combination of tones. So anyway, that's my winner for sure.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with Mikki on this one. We don't agree often, but when we do, it's because it's a great guitar. And there's really nothing else I could say about the Vela that Mikki hasn't said already. Yeah, it's just a great guitar. I mean, price-wise, what you're getting, like you're getting so much guitar for the money in the S2. I mean, because this is definitely one of the more modestly priced S2s. And I mean, it's just an incredible guitar. So do yourself a favor. If you haven't tried an S2, like go to your local PRS dealer and play an S2, because these are incredible guitars. I don't know that there's been enough said about these. They are incredible. They are American made. They are affordable. They are for the working musician. So if you got a gig tonight, go try one of these out at your local shop, because these are amazing.
Yeah, a killer.
Anyway, so that's it for us. More favorite guitar in the shop. Click like and subscribe, because we're going to be doing more of these videos.
We'll see you soon.